Hello. It's Friday. We have survived another week. That's what life's all about, isn't it? If you survive another day, another week, another illness, another thing, the government trying to kill us. So we're out on a bimble and we have blue skies, which is really quite glorious. Bit chilly, but I think when Mr. Solar Face is out and the blue skies are here, it makes you feel warmer, even if it's chilly. And it's nice all the same. Just nice to be out. We've had it so wet. Yeah, it's been really, really wet the last 4 or 5 days, really. Just constant. But you know, it's the end of the winter period, I suppose. So we're stepping towards spring. So it'd be nice. Can moan all we like, but it's not going to change anything. Yeah, it's nice to be out, really lovely, you know, fresh air, bit of exercise, bit of doing what we love to do. Look at this little boy. This way, mate. 10-year-old boy. Down there, love. Good boy. Yeah, so survived another week we have, despite the odds. And like I say, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Now, many of you will know that I had cancer in 2021. I was diagnosed with cancer and I had to have quite a major surgery, and it could have gone one way or the other, apparently, and it went one way. This way then boat. So I survived. You know that, don't you? Yeah, 'cause you're clever, you can see me and you think, he's not dead. He's only half dead. He survived. So during those times, obviously I did a lot of research and things like that. And they said something about 1 in 3 people could be affected by cancer. Come on, my friend. Now, this week, they're saying it's 1 in 2. Now, they're saying that we live in Project Fear, as we know, and I don't think anything's changed regarding cancer. Wow. Glorious. The only thing that's changed regarding cancer is that they say King Charles has cancer. Now, whether he has or not, I don't know. I'm not his doctor, so I can only go on what the press say, and the press says he's got it, so yeah, we've got to believe that he's got it. But as I said before, I believe it's a bit of a ploy. I think they will suddenly develop another injection, another tablet, another something, and say if you've got cancer, they cure it. I look at Charlie, he's doing well now. Something like that. Could be right, could be wrong. Could be a mad conspiracy on my part. Who knows? But the Project Fear is a real thing. It's not conspiracy. And to me, I mean, it started years ago, really. Even when I was a kid, a television licensed man would come round in his little van. You know, we find out now through freedom of request things that the BBC never had, and they still don't have television detector vans. It was just a story, you know, just another ploy, another load of rubbish. And of course they should be fined for all the untruths that they told in the adverts, saying we have television detectors in your area, expect to knock on your door. Well, they didn't have television inspecting vans in the area, so it's a lie. But then it's BBC, I mean, they've never told the truth yet, have they? But Project Fear really ramped up, I believe, in 2020 with the COVID or the flu or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it became Project Fear then, because the media really latched onto it. They loved it. And give them something to do. I mean, they're non-stories for years running up to COVID. Just rubbish stories. Inflation has risen 1%. That's their main story. And now suddenly they got graphs. They can say, you know, look at all these people that are dead, or expected to die, or possibly going to die, or they may be hospitalised. You are my good boy, aren't you? Yeah. You're beautiful. Look at this dear face. Look at that dear, dear, beautiful face. Now, what's happening now, as we know, is that more people are dying through lots of different things, and they say it's because they were perhaps untreated during the COVID period. So there's more people with cancer, 273% more people with myocarditis or some form of a heart problem, 273% extra. And we're not allowed to say that it could be the little squirts that caused that. People are saying, well, I don't know what could have caused it. Well, the one thing that people have in common was that little squirt. But let's say you can't say that, so it's the Project Fear that once was showing these graphs, 8 people who were hospitalised today, 12 tomorrow, and you know, it went on and on. They don't do the graphs now, do they? Because people would ask the questions, well, why? What's going on? Why are people dying? And the Project Fear has been put aside on that side, that scale. So the other Project Fear is about the 1 million people or whatever that they let over in boats, that Rishi Sunak said one of his main priorities is to stop the boats. Did he? No, of course not. He hasn't done anything, never will. That's not his plan. He's a hobby. He's a hobby Prime Minister, because he doesn't do it for the money. He's doing it for the kind of the accolade or you know, whatever. He's just doing it because he fancies doing it. And he was never elected anyway, so they're going to sling him out this year, which is nice. But Project Fear is lots of things. There could be another pandemic any minute now, so watch yourself. We're going to get rid of cash because it's dirty. You mustn't touch cash, so we can trace you, trace every single step that you take. And if we don't like you, we can turn your money off. We can tell you where to spend your money and how much. And it goes on and on, but it's all Project Fear. And I hear it and I understand it, but I don't accept it, and it doesn't really work its way into me. My life is very different, so I'm not interested in Project Fear. Oh, it's interesting, it's an interesting story. It's interesting how many people believe it, you know. You take just one thing with the COVID, take masks, right? Everybody knew wearing a mask would not protect them, would not protect somebody else. They didn't work, they couldn't work. You cannot stop a virus particle through a paper mask. The ill-fitting paper mask as well. And still people wore them. The government said they don't work. The scientists, the experts said they don't work. If you bought a pack, on the label they said not to be used for COVID viruses because they don't work. And people still wore them. But anyway, it was Project Fear and it worked. So, good old government. The government want us afraid. As I say, it doesn't work for me. I don't care. You know, I just live my life. So I suggest you do as well. And if you can, yeah. If you can, do get outside. It's so good for the soul. A bit of warm sun. Okay then, we'll be back another day. Take care of yourselves, take care of everybody else, and be as well as you can be. Ta-da.